How we doing? How we doing? Nah, don't get scared now. I be laughing so hard my stomach hurts. Welcome to Larry's World. Mother truckers, yeah. Hey, people. Welcome to this beautiful Sunday. What is it? May the 24th, 2026. Guys, let's thank God to be in the mix and let's rejoice and be glad in it. Got a good old topic today. Jesus Christ don't want to lay this on my spirit, but he told me we need to get on the make a phone call. So what's up with you, Thomas? Good morning to you. We need to get this. Thank you for being on here with me. We need to get this topic on off. I'm about to get this topic off right now, Thomas. Give me a second. 1-800 Jesus. Jesus, what's going on, baby? Jesus, you are the best. That's what we may talk to him about. My God, that's a good topic. Even for me, Lord. I'm guilty of it sometime too. Okay, thank you, sir. Peace. Yep. YouTube family, what's going on, Thomas? Hope y'all having a great, marvelous day. Today's topic is going to be, God, what are you doing? That's today's topic. Oftentimes, y'all, we go through hardship in life. And we ask God, what are you doing? I'm doing everything you asked me to do. Why do I feel like I'm being punished? I use myself as an example. With my YouTube channel. You know, I look like I'm doing everything I need to do, doing everything right, bringing souls to God. But yet, when I look at my watch hours on YouTube, they're going backwards. They're going backwards. I appreciate it, Thomas. They're going backwards. And I'm asking myself, God, what are you doing? Why are you detracting my YouTube hours? They're supposed to be increasing. A woman might be trying to bear a child. She's a great mother, but some reason she can't bear children. God, what are you doing? Why are you allowing her not to be able to receive carry a child, but yet you got a crackhead down the street that can get pregnant? We ask God these questions all the time. God, why are you allowing people to deceive me? Why don't I have any friends? What are you doing? You know, but oftentimes it's things that's happening that we don't see. Oftentimes God might not be letting you have a child because it's just simply you're not meant to be a child. You could be the best parent in the world. That still don't mean you're meant to have a child. That's what I need people to understand. It could be that same lady, that crackhead that had the baby. She might have 4 or 5 kids. You might be meant to be a foster mom. You may not be meant to carry a child. Maybe you ever just thought maybe you having that child could have killed you. I don't know. That's just the way I try to look at it, y'all. I try to always look at the positive side of every situation. With my YouTube channel, my watch hours are going backwards instead of forward. You know, sometime in life you have to take 2 steps back to take 2 steps forward. This is the stuff that we got to look at right here. But it's easier to say than done. 9830, what's going on with you? Hope you're having a great and marvelous day. Today's topic is going to be, God, what are you doing? God, what are you doing? That's today's topic. Why? You might be asking yourself, you know, why is me and my brother, why can't we get along? Why does my brother deceive me? But God is showing you guys, what I need you guys to understand, God is just simply showing you who people are before you get to your next breakthrough. That's what we got to understand. I'm going to be honest with you. I'd much rather God show me who people are before I get to the next level. Y'all, I don't know why we think we want to be rich with all this money and stuff, and then you want God to show you who people are. No, you don't want that. I'd much rather God show me who people are and put me through certain situations so I can learn and grow from that situation. Just like with me, I told y'all about my car situation. It humbled me. I told you it's going to be $3,000 to get my car fixed. But now, I know now, even when I don't need the overtime, I think I better take my ass on to work. Because you never know when hardship situation going to come. And a lot of times we say, God, what are you doing? But God will say, no, what are you doing? You know? So God will allow certain situations to happen, and hopefully you grow from the situation. He will allow certain situations to happen. A lot of times God is going to do what he's going to do, but in the process, he wants to see if we're going to stay planted in him while we wait. That's a good one right there, Thomas. A lot of times, see, when we waiting in the process, like I say, that's when, you might be having arguments with your wife, your husband, ladies, whoever this message is for. You might be like, damn, man, here I am trying to do everything right. I'm living by all your commands, but yet we still arguing. You know what? I'm going to just go down the street and sleep with little Bomb Shaker. I'm going to make love to little Bomb Shaker. I'm going to make love to Leroy. But see, it's just a test. Because see, that's exactly what the devil wants you to do. The devil wants you to do that. So that way God can set you back another 10, 15 years. It's all a trap. That's exactly what the devil wants you to do. Then God gonna say, okay, you know what? You didn't listen. You didn't abide what I tell you. So now I'm gonna go ahead and set that thing back. Another 5 or 10 years. I'm gonna go ahead and set that thing back. Then oftentimes we question God, but a lot of times we bring things on ourselves. Sermon in the car, that's right. 7852, what's going on with you? Yeah. But it is normal to question God, especially when you're going through a hardship situation. Oftentimes it seems like the people who are doing right and on the right path, those seem to be the ones that struggle. You know what I'm saying? And it look like everybody that ain't doing nothing, it's like they prospering. But what we got to realize is the first shall be the last and the last shall be the first. I know it's easier said than done. I know it's hard to see now. But what I need you guys to understand too, see, a lot of people look for financial wealth. You know what I'm saying, Thomas? They look for a financial blessing. But what we got to realize is God might have just spared you for being in that car wreck. Oftentimes we complain, including myself, damn, this traffic backed up. Man, I wish this traffic come on, man. I got to be at work. I got to be somewhere. But we don't realize is that traffic could be backed up because it could be holding you back from being in the pileup. But oftentimes, see, we looking for financial blessings, financial breakthroughs. God could have just been sparing you another 5 or 10 years on this earth. I told you guys years ago before I got married, years ago, I'm talking about 15, 17, 18 years ago when I was in my 20s, a wild boy, I had sex with multiple women. And I'm not saying that to brag, unprotected sex. I could have had a rare disease. I could have had HIV, anything. You know what I'm saying? God spared my life. So before I start complaining, I need to start sitting back and thinking back on and reminiscing on the stuff that he brought me out of. See, that's all God wants. God wants us to start reminiscing on the good that he has done. See, we can learn to reminisce on the good that he has done. That way, when he brings us to new heights and new levels, we'll be more thankful. But see, we constantly complaining. How the hell can God elevate us if we always complaining about what we don't have and not looking at what he don't done already? We gotta make it make sense. It don't make a lick of sense. Somebody gotta help me. I don't get it. We gotta start looking at, just like me. I have a 2014 Ford Explorer. I'm thankful and grateful for that car. But I know if I'm not thankful, and I might say, Lord, what are you doing? Why is my water pump going out in my car? You know I'm out here not deceiving nobody. But God just simply want me to be like, you know what? Thank you for this car, Lord. Thank you for showing me who people are through my drought season. Thank you for showing me who people are. God trying to show y'all who people are, but oftentimes we get mad. I used to be like this. Don't get mad when God show you who people are. You should be thanking God for that. Like I said, I'd much rather God show me who people are while I'm down and out than while I'm on top, because that way I can learn the snakes from the serpents, and I can tell the snakes from the real people. Keep my grass low so I can see the snakes. But oftentimes we want to keep going right back to these people, trying to force love, trying to force people to like us. I used to be like this, try to force people to watch my content on YouTube, y'all. What I need you guys to understand, you can't force nobody to do nothing. Either they gonna do it or they not gonna do it. That's just that. As simple as that. Stop trying to force your love on people. Stop trying to say, well, maybe if I lose this weight, maybe he'll love me. No, that nigga still gonna knock you upside your head. He's still gonna smack you. He's still gonna black your eye. He's still gonna choke you out. That ain't gonna do nothing. And then we saying, God, what are you doing? God said, I didn't tell you to go back to that damn knucklehead. You brought that on yourself. I didn't tell you to keep going over there. You know she keep busting over everybody in the neighborhood. I didn't tell you to do that. You did that to yourself. A lot of times we'll say, God, why me? But oftentimes a lot of stuff, y'all, we bring on ourselves. It's just that simple. A lot of stuff we bring on ourselves. And we tell about God, why me? God say, I didn't tell you to do that. I didn't tell you to go down there and sleep a little bomb chick and you got a whole life at home. But God, me and my wife be arguing. He said, I never said it was gonna be easy. I never said it was gonna be easy. I said it'd be worth it. The first time we get in an altercation with somebody, we ready to go back and seek revenge. Or I'm gonna go down here and get me something from the chick down the street. Or I'm gonna go down here and get me something from Bobby down the street. Come on, man. That's just childish and it's stupid. You need to be able to work through the situation. I know it's easier said than done. But you're gonna have many trials and tribulations. You constantly going through life. Always, when you don't get your way and you going to do stuff, you just setting yourself back. You just setting yourself back. That's all you're doing. Thomas say, I stopped worrying about people years ago because God is the only one who can bless me. That's it. That's it. But oftentimes, man, like I said, we going about the thing the wrong way, man. It's just that simple. We're going about it the wrong way. But it is normal to question God. It's normal to do that. This the BDSM class. What are you talking about? No, what is the BDSM class? Listen, this class is a session that we talking about real life stuff. I don't know what no BDSM class is, but I know it's in session and come on here and get educated. That I do know. BDSM is a variety of often erotic practices or role playing involving bondage, discipline, dominance, and submission, and other related. Man, listen, we just talking about life. We talking about life, man. We talking about God, why me? Or, we talking about, we questioning God, why we question God. That's what we talking about. All that what you talking about right there. I don't know nothing about no submission and all that right there. My dog went missing and last seen next to a Chinese restaurant. Okay, what are you talking about, man? Listen, let's stick to the topic. What are you talking about? My dog went missing and was last seen to a Chinese restaurant. A consonants don't think so. I don't know what you talking about, dog. Is this a joke or is this real? Like, we talking about real stuff. We're not talking about your dog being next to a Chinese restaurant and a Chinese person must have fried it, if that's what you're talking about. We being real now. They say that a dog is a man's, okay, there we go. They say that a dog is a man's best friend, but what if you want more than just friendship? What's your thought on bestiality? Hey, listen, a dog is a man's best friend. And the reason I say that right there, because a dog will be with you through thick and thin, man. You could be homeless. I was just talking about this the other day. You could be homeless, man, and not have nothing. A dog don't know that. A dog gonna still be with you to the day you die. I don't know if y'all remember that movie, John Wick. He shot up his whole family, killed everybody. He killed the dog and everything. He went and got another dog. John Wick didn't have nothing. The dog was still right there by his side. But oftentimes we put more stuff in humans. What I see is we abandon dogs and stuff more than humans. And that's crazy because the dog gonna be with you, jackass. The dog gonna stay with you for a lifetime. Make it make sense. It don't make sense. I don't understand that. Out of everything we go through in life, we have to learn something. Just like you said, when you need the overtime, go get it anyway. That's it, even when you don't need it. All the time we'll say, God, what are you doing? But see, we get comfortable in life and then we'll sit back and say, oh, I'm good. And then we'll wait until we need that overtime. I just talked about this yesterday in the video. Don't wait until you need certain things in life. You go ahead and if you stay ahead, you don't have to get ready. You know what I'm saying? What's the difference between a priest and a pimple? A pimple, Okay, man, listen. Can we talk about real stuff, man? We not talking about a pimple, none of that. I'm not trying to be funny, bro. We not talking about no pimple. What's the difference between a pimple and a priest? Let's be real, man. Can we be real? Can we be real? Can we stick to the topic? We're not talking about no pimple and no priest. That ain't got nothing to do with what I'm talking about. We saying, God, what are you doing? We ain't talking about, God, what are you doing while I got a pimple on my face and the difference between no damn priest. I'm not trying to be funny, bro. That ain't got nothing to do with this subject. Nothing to do with this subject, bro. If you're going to do that, just go off. I'm just not trying to be funny, bro, but we got to stick to the topic. You talking about stuff that's irrelevant. We're not talking about no priest, no pimple, none of that. The belief that we have a long way to go before we have even begun to understand the inflation and complex of the universe, religion. The big magic sky man made all. Now give me some money. Okay, man. I'm not reading no more into this. I'm not reading no more into this. What are you talking about, man? Can you talk normal, bro? You talk normal. You be having it, then you'll say something crazy. Like, make it make sense, bro. You talk about, can you have some money and all that? I don't know. You gotta come out. You gotta answer that better. You gotta word that better. I don't know what you're talking about. That's it, though, Thomas. That's it. It do seem that way, though. Life is not fair. It never will be. But God is showing us that life is not fair, because He wants us to grind even harder. I don't want life to be fair, because I feel like if life is fair, I'll get complacent. Thank God life ain't fair. I'm glad it ain't. I want God just to put just a few people in my life to get me to the next level. God gonna do it. I want Him to show me that life ain't fair. I like when I watch people on YouTube, Instagram, and they talking about nonsense, fart jars and pubic hair. I like to see that sometimes. I like to see that. They got millions of thousands of views. That's great for them. Bravo. Because I know the first should be the last and last shall be the first. That just makes me grind even harder. Adversity. I love it, baby. I love it. Bring it on. That's what you got to tell yourself. When you see fairness is happening all around you, that should make you grind that much harder. Stop wanting people to have sympathy for your ass. Get off your ass and make it happen. Ain't no excuses. It's really hard to type with a finger up my eyes going for. Okay. Have a good day. Got to get ready to volunteer at church. Okay, Thomas, have a good one, bro. Thank you for joining me in here. Thank you for joining me in here. Yeah. But that's it. Stop making excuses. Excuses are useless. Like I said, it is quite normal to question God. Especially when you're going through a hardship situation. It's normal. It's normal, baby. But oftentimes, like I said, we bring a lot of things on ourselves. Yes, you might be a mother, you might not be able to conceive children. You may be the type that can't lose weight. You might be doing everything right. You might be in a caloric deficit. You might be eating right. You might be working out. Then you got the little skinny mini dude down the street that can eat 30 cheeseburgers and still lose weight. It's just life. It's life. Some things are not fair. It's just life. But you don't want to constantly find yourself questioning God and not trying to do better. Because sometimes when you constantly question God, you can become bitter. Larry, what do you mean by become bitter? That means if you questioning Him and you not working on trying to get better, you just blaming God for everything, and you sitting there being bitter towards everybody, that's certainly not going to help your situation. If anything, that's going to make it better. Now, there's nothing wrong with questioning God. I question God, but I know I'm doing what I need to do. I know I'm walking in alignment with Jesus Christ. And I'm not going to say I have every right to question God, but you do have a right to question God sometimes when you go through certain situations if you're living right. But ain't no need of you questioning God, talking about, God, why did you give me that HIV? What are you doing? God said, what the hell you going to have sex for you dumbass? He didn't tell you to go down there and have sex with her. And you know you got a whole live wife at home. And you didn't wear unprotected. You was unprotected. You should have been having sex anyway, but then you had unprotected sex. That's just common sense. That's why I say a lot of stuff we bring on ourselves and we want to blame God. Come on, man. It ain't right. And I'm not going to allow people to blame stuff like that on God. You had a choice at the end of the day. You, my brother or sister, have a choice. Stop blaming the world and God and the devil for your damn problems and realize you got to make your own choices at the end of the day. I don't know who this message is for. So sick of it. Yeah. Tired of it. Want to get on here, y'all, drop this short vid. The short little vid on y'all. I know it's a lot of sensitive ass people. I don't really give a damn. I'm not on here to please you. I don't give a damn if you don't like me. I don't give a F. I don't give a flying crap. What's up? What's going on with you, Super Family King? What's up with you, man? Hope you're having a great and marvelous day. Today we talking about, God, what are you doing? Oftentimes we get in certain situations, we'll say, God, what are you doing? Well, you might say, well, damn, why it seem like the dope boy, the man selling crack to the kids, he's making millions of dollars, and here I am, have my own successful business and ain't took off. You'll say, God, what are you doing? But we have to realize some things are instant gratification. The devil will give you certain things to think you look like you winning, and you're not really winning. Like I said, the first should be the last, and the last should be the first. It's all a trap. It's all a trap to get you reeled in. And when it's time to pay the piper back, when it's time to pay that debt back, the devil gonna say, listen, I gave it to you, now I want it back. But when God give it to you, he ain't asking for it back. You still gonna go through trials and tribulation, but when God give it to you, it's sincere. When the devil give it to you, it's because he wants something in return. He wants your soul. Yeah. But anyway, y'all, if I'm lying, I'm flying. Blessings. I want y'all to do me a very serious favor too. Make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe button. That way when I drop these videos, ladies and gentlemen, you guys are the first to be everything notified. I can't be bought. I can't be replicated. I can't be duplicated. You will never find another content creator like me. Why? Because I am cut from a different cloth. And if you don't hit the like, share, subscribe button, I'm not gonna lose no sleep. That part right there, choice is on you. What you gonna do? I can lead a horse to the water, baby, but I cannot make you drink it. I'm gonna drink it because I want to stay purified. It's on you, baby. Content gonna get off either way it go. Either way it go, for sure. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and end this thing. I want y'all to bow your heads and close your eyes with me. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, thank you for this day today, Lord. This day that was not promised, but you let us see it anyhow. Lord, oftentimes in life we say, God, what are you doing? But it's normal to question you. But I think it's only fair to question you when we walking in alignment with you, when we doing everything right. It's not fair to question you if we not doing what we supposed to do. Listen, y'all, I'm out of here like last year. Cook, boom, peace, I'm out.